Welcome back. The Niger Delta Development Commission is gearing up to move its headquarters, currently in Dapabirie House on Aba Road, Port Harcourt, to Marine Base Axis, also in Port Harcourt. The board embarked on a tour of facilities to ascertain the level of work done so far. Briefing members of the board and management at the project site, the NDDC Executive Director Projects, Engineer Tionyo Omasuli, said the contractor had given a firm assurance that the building would be ready for commissioning before the end of the year.
This is the new NDDC building currently under construction. This building, which will serve as the Commission's permanent site, has 12 floors. Perhaps the anxiety by the board of the NDDC to move its staff into this new office necessitated this inspection tour by the board. Although it's not the first time the board is visiting the site, it is the first time since the building got to the roofing level. The Executive Director Projects of the NDDC explains to the board the work done so far.
The expected date of delivering this project will be December, because we have calculated all the milestones, because all the things we need to do, coupled with the finishes. We have put more dates to it. What my calculation for our last meeting was December. Completion date of the business will be December.
For both the chairman and the managing director of the NDDC, completing the project is a major priority for the commission.
Last time we came, I think they were on the 4th floor thereabouts, and the EDP assured that they were moving quickly to get to the last floor. I'm pleased to see that we have achieved that. But I need to register my anxiety to ensure that it is completed quickly enough for us to move in.
I have no reservation. That's my project man. He's talking as a technical man. In fact, if I had my way, I need to move in here much earlier. But that's the expert telling me that I should wait till December.
This new NDDC complex, when completed, would include other ancillary facilities such as medical center, car parks, restaurants, and banks.
Maternal health in the Eruku community in Kwara State just got a boost as ESO Exploration and Production Nigeria Limited and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation have constructed a maternity referral center for the community. At the commissioning ceremony of the maternity center, valued at over 160 million naira, the group medical director of EEPNL said the facility will support the state in the reduction of infant and under 5 mortality rates.
It's a joyous day indeed as ESO Exploration and Production Nigeria and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation partner to improve maternal care for all expectant mothers. Indigenes of the Eruku community in Ekiti local government area of Kwara State turn out in their numbers. The investment in good health for mothers and children come in the form of this 50-bed maternity referral center built at the cost of over 160 million naira. The governor of Kwara State is present to commission the facility, which ESO Exploration says is to benefit rural dwellers.
We were able to provision of this particular great edifice and service to the community. We will see the immediate impact and the benefit that will accrue to the mothers in this community, to the children in this community, and to the larger community, as a whole.
Indeed, child and maternal health care is a major index of any efficient system, because pregnant women and infants are some of the most vulnerable in our society, especially in rural communities. As a health-focused administration, we have prioritized infant and maternal health and stand ready to support any intervention in this regard.
For the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, this facility is equipped with what it takes to function.
It comprises of a 9 kilowatt solar power system that can provide a 3-day backup for the entire center, a borehole, a water treatment plant, and a standby well-equipped ambulance.
For this intervention, the community say they are grateful.
The local community will continue to be grateful to all stakeholders that have ensured successful completion of the project.
The Maternity Referral Center at Eruku, Kwara State is just one of the 3 centers that ESSO Exploration and Production Nigeria Limited and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation are providing in the country.
First Bank. You first.
Hello, welcome to Business News. Entrepreneurs want the functions of certain industry regulators in Nigeria to be harmonized. At a forum on the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry with some regulators overlapping responsibilities, extortioning and multiple charges of entrepreneurs were identified as business obstacles caused by the regulators.
This is a meeting between members of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry and regulators from the Environment, Food and Drugs, as well as quality standards agencies. The grievance of the Chamber towards the regulators is that their functions are duplicative and charges are enormous on businesses.
We have received increasing complaints from companies bordering on extortion, regulations, monitoring and compliance, NAFDAC, SON, NASEPA, and Nestria. It was discovered that many businesses have issues with respect to regulatory activities.
The interactive session produced relative questions from the audience.
He asked the woman to go and pay less than 2 million naira to register a company. And that company is going to generate 40 to 50 employment for a citizen. But because of that thing, the woman could not even go ahead. Let me first of all look at the aspect of cosmetics. We also are going to register one product after 1 2 years, we go to the market. We can't find any Nigerian product. TDC should be made to use available information. There is no need for another product registration procedures.
The regulators, however, have a different perception of these concerns.
You are paying a tax to the state government, and the local government is demanding the same type of tax. That is what I understand as multiple taxation. But I don't think we are doing that in this thing. If you are doing, please point it out, we will correct that.
You know, we're given a budget that so and so will come to the agency to run the agency. At the end of the year, we don't receive that amount. So we need to generate money internally to be able to carry out our activities. According to the Chamber, the multiple charges levied on the entrepreneurs by regulatory agencies have killed several businesses. Temple Ashaju, Channels Business News.
There is need to strengthen economic growth as this will drive domestic investment. This is according to the chairman of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Igboje Imokede. Mr. Igboje believes that supporting local investment is an important part of an open and effective economic system.
Our focus at this point in time are the strong or the large, if you put it, institutional investors like the pension funds and so on, who should be encouraged to move up to the limits of their portfolios. Because, as you know, and I'm not in any way, criticizing or making a negative or taking a negative stance on foreign investors, but the reality is that when you have a capital market that's dominated by foreign investors, you have a lot more volatility. Their own perceptions are a bit, and particularly in an emerging market context, can be a bit askew from our own realities. And so at the what we would take to be
slightest perception of risk, that is unacceptable to them, they act, whereas a domestic investor may be less hasty in terms of action.
Investors eased off profit-taking at the Nigerian equities market after 4 straight days of bearish trade as the all-share index grew by 0.31% to end the week at 29,334.23. Harriet Agbeni reports.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. After 4 straight days of bloodletting at the Nigerian equities market, investors eased off profit-taking. The all-share index appreciated by 0.31% to end the week at 29,334.23 with a market capitalization of 9.78 trillion naira. Market breadth turned positive as 20 gainers outweighed 19 losers, and top on the gainers list was Nestle, which added 29 naira 5 kobo. Forte Oil and 7-Up also appreciated by 9 naira 5 kobo and 1 naira respectively. On the laggards table, PZ Cussons was the heaviest loser with 1 naira 27 kobo, while Zenith Bank and Union Bank Nigeria also posted losses but less than 1 naira each. Bank stocks were the major contributors to market turnover, with FVN Holdings pulling the highest shares at 31.35 million. When the closing gong rang, volume came in at 165.07 million units, valued at 2.09 billion naira, and exchanged in 3,211 deals. Those are the day's closing figures. I'm Harriet Agbini.
Thanks a lot, Harriet. So we'll see more global market figures for today. Thank you so much. That's it on Business News. I'm Anne Mwawadu. Bimba will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
First Bank. You first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Diem and Uncle Bayo schools to represent Lagos at the 2015 Channels National Kids Cup as defending champions. That's on Sports News. Do stay with us.